So, good morning everyone. I am Freya's son, partner ni Miss Lipitan. And ang akong i-report, i-discuss, rather, ang sumpay sa chapter 3 nga wala na human ni Miss Lipitan, which is the chapter 3, effect of the parental authority upon the persons of the children. Article 221, parents and other persons exercising parental authority shall be civilly liable for the injuries and damages caused by the acts or omissions of their unemancipated children living in their company and under their parental authority subject to the appropriate defenses provided by the law. So it means 221, parents or guardians mao ang responsible sa action silang anak who live with them and under silang care. So if ang child causes a harm or damages to another person or property, ang parents mo held sa civilly liable, meaning they might have to pay or answer for it unless the law says otherwise. Next, Article 222, the courts may appoint a guardian of the child's property or a guardian ad litem when the best interest of the child so require. So it means, this article, a court can appoint a guardian to manage a child's property or represent them in a legal matters if it is the child's best interest. This happens especially if the parents cannot do it properly. Next article is 223. The parents, or in the absence or incapacity, the individual, entity, or institution exercising parental authority may petition the proper court of the place where the child resides for an order providing for disciplinary measure over the child. So it means, if the child becomes too hard to discipline, the parents or guardians may ask the court for help. The court will hold a hearing, a short meeting, where both parents and child will be heard. The child will have a lawyer to protect their rights. If the court finds that the parent is the one at fault, the judge can suspend or remove the parent's authority or can make other fair decision to protect the child. Next article is 224. The measure referred in the preceding article may include the commitment of the accredited institution by the proper government agency. So it means the court can order that the child be temporarily placed for up to 30 days in a government accredited home or institution for care or discipline. During this time, the parent cannot interfere but still support the child's needs. The court can end this commitment early if the court sees that it's right and fair to do so. So next, chapter 4, effect of parental authority upon the property of the children from the Family Code of the Philippines. So the first article is 225. The father and the mother shall jointly exercise legal guardianship over the property of their unemancipated child without the necessity for a court appointment. It means, these articles 225, this law talks about how parents manage their child's property. Father and the mother are the legal guardians of their child's property if ang ilang anak is not legally independent. This means they can't take care of and manage the property without going to court for approval. If the parents disagree, the father's decision is followed says otherwise, unless a court. So, by that, if the child's property or income is worth for more than 50,000, the parent managing it must file a petition in court to approve a bond, a guarantee of responsibility. Second, the bond must be at least 10% of the value of the property or income. Next, this ensures the parent properly manages the child's property. Next, this case will be handled as special and quick court process. Normally, parents follow these rules, but if first someone else, not a parent, like guardian, or a parent has remarried, or the child is under substitute parental authority, then the regular guardianship laws will apply. Next article is 226. The property of the unemancipated child earned or acquired with his work or industry or by one ruse or gratuitous title shall belong to the child in ownership and shall be devoted exclusively to otherwise. So it means this article explains who owns what when a child earns or receives property. So anything nga gi-earn sa child by working or receive as gift belong sa child gyud, dili sa parents. However, the parents may use the income or fruits like interest or rent from the child's property. First, support the child. Second, help with the family basic needs if necessary. So, by that, parents cannot use the child's property freely, only for good and necessary reason. So next article is 227. If the parents entrust the management or administration of any of their properties to an emancipated child, the net proceeds of such property shall belong to the owner. It means this article is about when parents let their child manage their property like a family business or land. The property belong gyapon siya sa parents, but ang child makadawat og reasonable monthly allowance for managing it. And the money nga na-receive sa ilang anak sa ilang pag-manage sa kato nga property, dili siya maka-apekto sa child inheritance rights later. So mao na ang Article 227. So, Chapter 5, Suspension and Termination of Parental Authority. So, Article 228, when parental authority ends permanently. So, parental authority means the right and duty of parents to take care of their child. It ends permanently when, first, the parent dies because they can no longer care of the child. Second, the child dies, since parental authority no longer applies. Third, the child becomes emancipated, meaning child becomes legally independent, for example, through marriage or by reaching legal age, which is 18 years old. So next, Article 229, when parental authority ends unless revived by the court. So this happened when first the child is adopted, the adoptive parents now take full authority. Second, a general guardian is appointed by the court. They take over the role of caring for the child. Third, a court declares that the child has been abandoned. Fourth, a court removes parental authority from the parent for a valid reason. For example, abuse and neglect. 5. A court declares the parents absent or incapable. Example, missing, mentally unfit, or seriously ill. So, muna ang Article 229. So, let's move. So, next article is 230. Parental authority is suspended upon conviction of the parent or the person exercising the same of a crime which carries with it the penalty civil interdiction. It means Article 230, suspension because of crime. So, if ang parent is convicted of a crime that includes penalty, called civil interdiction, meaning they lost certain civil rights. Their parental authority is suspended during the time of punishment. So, once the parent mahuman ilahang punish, ilahang parental authority automatically returns ra jud. So, next article is 231. The court in an action filed for the purpose or in a related case may also suspend parental authority if the parent or the person exercising the same. So it means suspension for bad treatment or neglect. The court can also suspend a parent's authority if they do any of the following. First, treat the child harshly or cruelly, physically or emotionally. Second, teach or encourage bad behavior such as lying, stealing, or doing illegal acts. Third, force the child to beg for money. Fourth, abuse the child sexually or allow others to do so. Even if this happened because of carelessness, the parent can still be punished. So, Article 232, if the person exercising parental authority has subjected the child or allowed him to be subjected to sexual abuse. So, it means permanent loss due to sexual abuse. If a parent or guardian sexually abuses the child, the court will permanently take away their parental authority. This means they can never get it back. Last article is 233. Stated that the person exercising substitute parental authority shall have the same authority over the person of the child as the parents. So it means substitute parental authority. Mao ang Article 233. So when someone else like grandparent, teacher, or guardian temporarily take cares of the child, they have the same authority as parents but naay limits. So sa Article 233 naay important rule. Ano siya? Teachers, school heads, and child care workers must never hit or hurt a child. They are not allowed to give corporal punishment like physical discipline. So, that ends my part, and thank you everyone for listening.